Good afternoon, gamers. Hope you're having a great Monday. Welcome to this week's save point for What's It Like. Last week on What's It Like, we hill climbed through the 60s, we took to the stars with Astro Flame, and we also built the aquarium of our dreams. Let's dive right in. We reviewed Classic Racers Elite, which was an enjoyable romp through the 60s in the classic hill climbing racing era. Here's what we had to say. All in all, Classic Racers Elite is a good racing game with a love letter to the 60s racing era, but with limited features. It's a fun and challenging racer that appeals to a very niche audience. While very competent, the lack of cars and courses will make Classic Racers Elite struggle to get pole position for your attention. I also tried on my best old man voice as I talked to the younger generation about shoot 'em ups in the arcades, and we looked at Astro Flame Starfighter. Here's what I had to say about that one. The boss battles at the end of each level are challenging even when fighting in a heavily upgraded starship. It will provide hours of mindless shoot 'em up action. Couple this with a really great price point, Astro Flame Starfighter is a great game to fill short gaps in your time as you try to beat the campaign. It certainly won't be a game to get lost in for hours, but perfect in short bursts to grab your attention. And finally, Let's Build a Zoo continues to deliver with some epic DLC, this time in the form of the Aquarium Odyssey. This DLC pack was fantastic. It added 50 new species of creatures, plus over 100 new shops and decorations to make your park with. It wasn't really an add-on content, more like an entire game in itself. And this is what I said at the time. There's an incredible amount of content to discover and build in Let's Build a Zoo Aquarium Odyssey. For fans of the base game, it's another essential purchase. And for those looking to dip their feet in the zoo building world, there's plenty of gameplay to keep you busy. It's clear that this expansion is not a rushed minimal afterthought, but rather an almost entirely new game in itself. The morality system, splicing of species, and the decoration variety mean that your imagination is your only limitation, and making the world a better or worse place depends on how in-depth you want to dive under the surface. And that's all we had last week. Unfortunately, I got very ill with the flu. You can probably still hear it in my voice. There was some special news that I failed to cover, which I did get to watch live. It was a Nintendo Direct for Super Mario Wonder. That game is looking incredible, and they also announced a special Mario Edition OLED Switch console. So if you do want to take a look at that, check out the Nintendo's YouTube channels, whatever region you're in. Have fun, gamers.